Aquarius. My name is Kim, and I'll do your reading for January 2nd and 3rd, 2021. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. I appreciate all the support I can get, comments. Let's start off by calling in the divine white light to surround us as we do this reading and surround you as you watch this reading. Calling in our angels, spirit guide, higher self, higher wisdom. Give us the messages that are for the greater good for Aquarius. For some reason, the storm wants to come out, but that's not the one we're choosing. All right. Aquarius. 2nd and 3rd. Oh, that's a good one. Anima Mundi. Anima Mundi. And it's a really interesting looking card. I mean, if you look at it, it has a lot of Wiccan references to it. The moon. Yeah, a lot of Wiccan things, and the eyeballs that represent psychic powers, psychic abilities. And I flipped right to it. So, this is the soul of the world and all that is. It's about shared consciousness. It says this card is the link between the literal and the imaginal, the rational and the mythic. It makes life meaningful. It says destiny is altered as you realize that you play a critical note in the cosmic orchestra, tending to the sacred details of life. The embrace of Anima Mundi is available anytime, anywhere, to anyone, day or night, rich or poor. It is a process of unveiling our resistance to its love. And speaking of unveiling, it's, I feel like the veil is definitely thinning. And maybe you're trying to contact somebody, or maybe you're getting messages. I'd sense like psychic ability with that card. And it doesn't say it. I know it doesn't say it on the thing, but I think in the book, I think that's what it is. All right, so let's go in here and find a card from the spellcasting deck. Ooh. Well, that immediately came out. Inspiration. Maybe dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. This inspiration card is really nice. I'm going to look up what they say the meaning is for you. It says, okay, meditate daily, start a new project, write, paint, or draw, get creative, get out into nature, take long, hilly walks, and blow the cobwebs away for clarity of mind. That's interesting. All right, now we're going to get a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck for Aquarius. For Aquarius. Whoa. Does anything want to come? I think it's those two cards. Those were the loosest cards that fell out. And we have Observer, which is interesting because that's kind of what that was talking about, was having inspiration from a different perspective, a different point of view. And look, we've got Milk and Honey. Milk and Honey is all about your abundance. Observer is about seeing things from a different perspective, another person's point of view. Perhaps he's even seeing things like as spirit perspective, which we know, like they say, life is understood backwards, but it's lived forwards. So the observer will just kind of let you know that, yes, there is meaning and rhyme to everything. Just sometimes you can't see it in the moment. And then Milk and Honey, I'm going to look that one up for you because that's a really good one, and I don't want to miss a piece of good news. Milk and Honey says it's the taste of prosperity. Nice. Opportunities born of authenticity, nurturing abundance, and trusting that your needs will be met. Says you've entered a sweet time in your life, the time of milk and honey. Yay, that's good. All right, let's get your tarot and let's see what the tarot has to say. We've got Queen of Pentacles and Strength, the Leo card on the break, Aquarius. Don't know what that's about or if it relates to you. Right, for Aquarius. All right, what is the issue? King of Swords. Could he having an issue with authority? Maybe if you're taking on this personality, then it would be like cutting to the truth of the matter. Dealing with things in a very law and order kind of way. Being, you know, with being very direct about what you want or what you're seeking for. And the King of Swords is also Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius if it's talking about a different character in your life. Let's look at the challenge to this finding the truth and, you know, all work, no play kind of attitude. Ooh. So the challenge is work. Somebody's working a lot. Somebody's working a lot. In the past, there's a card of Libra with the Justice. Something is being made right for you. If this is about a court case, since we do have King of Swords, which is authority, and Justice, which would mean a court case, then it's going to go good for you. Now, I think this is something you might have to work at. And that might be the challenge, is that this is a little challenging. This time is feeling like it might test you, but you'll get through it. Let's see, what is the future spot looking like for Aquarius? Ooh. All right, Queen of Cups. Good. So this is that feminine energy, the yin energy of receiving, being in the receiving mode for your manifestations, dealing with things with compassion, ease, and warmth. The Queen of Cups is generally looked at as being a very good listener, somebody that can really listen to your emotions and help you balance them out as she does, or she knows how to. Let's look at spirit advice. And it could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Do not ignore that. Spirit advice. Deal with the devil. Either you're dealing with the devil, a Capricorn, or it is the devil, meaning your shadow side and things in your life that maybe need to be illuminated and alchemized into the light. You know, so wherever you shed your light on in your life, even the areas that are shadowy, it will end up coming to light. You'll end up alchemizing it. So this is dealing with things that could be like addictions. It's dealing with things that keep you tied down, chained down. Might be a literal person. Might be something like money, drugs, alcohol, I don't know, social media addiction. You can have all kinds of addictions. So I think you need to take a rest, take a time out, sit out from the conflict with the Four of Swords on the bottom. I think that's part of your advice too. And we're going to get some tea leaves for you. Oops. The ones that fall on the floor, I'm not kidding. I'm just going to end up having to pick them up later. All right, so let's see what we've got. You know, these are all very individual. They're very specific, so they're not going to apply to everyone. But you should be able to resonate with something that comes out. Quill, get back to the basics. Get back to the basics. Something about, I think that's something about your work. That's what I think. Then we have Mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Let's put it on here since we have addictions and things that are persistently constricting you. Then Harp, great happiness. And that definitely comes from that Queen of Cups and the milk and honey coming into your life. Dog barking, advice from a friend. Advice from a friend, I think that's about justice. March, if somebody needed a date, March. Fair man, dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. fear, heartache over what you no longer have. Put that over there. And rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. Or I've seen this card as meaning fertility too. So if you're not wanting to have children, then be careful when you see this card. All right, guys, thank you so much for viewing this. Sending love and light out to you. Join me for your next one. Bye-bye.